Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we have a floor plan for you that a lot of brands try to do, but I don't think any have done it quite as well as Rockwood. Today we're taking you on a tour, or Flagstaff rather. They're sister products, so if you're looking at Flagstaff, you can also look at Rockwood, just as an FYI. I'll put both models down in the description, but this is the 2027 Flagstaff 301CRK. This thing is only 31 feet 8 inches from tongue to bumper, and the dry weight on this thing is 8,000 pounds. So you're talking your 2500s, your F250s, all of these are easily able to pull this. You know, obviously double check and make sure you don't have an engine I'm not aware of. But what makes Flagstaff and Rockwood so great, it comes down to the construction. It's not just the functionality of the products, although that comes from the fact that people here actually go camping. Like the GM, Carl, he is out enjoying a trip just to make sure that the product is on the up and up. So I think that is pretty darn cool. Drop some comments while you guys are at it. If you guys don't mind, it really helps me out. And all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description. But composite construction, so what's nice about that is it does avoid the delamination, you know, any sort of mold or wet wood. They use a 6-sided aluminum frame construction as well. So even like the wood, typically in RVs, the truss work is going to be made out of wood. This is going to be an aluminum, and they use a basically a pre-bought CNC machine, styrofoam, to put all their ducting in. So there's going to be less dead air, less dead space. It's not going to trap some of that moisture in with the difference between the condensation from cold and hot. I'm getting a little bit further than I usually do, but basically what I'm saying is Flagstaff is a very well built unit, and I think you guys are going to like it. And I also think it looks pretty darn well. But this is it here for this back area. You know, obviously you have your bathroom and your bedroom. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Your control panel over on the side right as you come in. You also got some dimmers. If you want to set the mood right with honey buns, you're able to set the mood right with honey buns, baby. But one slide out here in this back area, but I think we'll all agree that there's enough space on a rainy day to where you're not driving yourself crazy. Now, right over here on your main slide, you are going to, well, on the slide, it is the main slide though. You're gonna have your recliners. They lay back nice and flat, so that way you can kick back, relax, and chill. There's also going to be, and I don't wanna mess up a pretty blanket, you got a little cup holder that comes down, you know, there too as well. But it's gonna be directly across from what is soon to be a TV. So let me show you this real quick. So this is gonna be the TV on a televator. You know, you can, you come right over here, there's this little switch, and you're just gonna hold it. But let me be quiet real quick, and I'm gonna put the mic. So most of the time when you do this, and I encourage you to check it out while you guys are at like a show or something, the slide mechanism that they're using on this is a little bit stronger, it's a little bit better, it's a little bit smoother. When you go to some of these shows, click this up and down button on a couple TVs or two, and you're gonna see it go and make a crazy noise. But I also like how when the TV's not up and you want to enjoy a view, I mean, look at that. Look at how nice the size of that window is. You also see that you have your dinette over here, which I'll show you that here a little bit closer. But man, you know, it's just kind of a nice little out of the way dinette. So that way you can sit down, have a little breakfast, have a little bit of coffee, play some cards. So you got your 2 seats, so you can remove that. Maybe you could put like a dog cage or dog kennel there underneath. You also get a little storage right here as well, with a little bit more storage here up above. And it's nothing crazy, but they're using real hard wood, which goes, you know, quite a long way here for longevity of the campers. That's why Rockwood's been one of the #1 selling travel trailers and fifth wheels. Rockwood and Flagstaff. Sorry, I was so used to selling Rockwood that I keep calling it Rockwood, but this is a Flagstaff. You have the window that opens. You're also going to see you got the Dracula shade there. Fireplace to keep you nice and a roasty and a toasty, which is nice. And then you come back into the back and it's got everything you need. One, you got enough countertop space, so you got the hard wrap plastic. So babe, if you're watching, I love you. This is going to be the Classic. Some of their bigger ones do have the solid surface countertops, but being that it's 31 feet 8 inches, this is going to be what I would consider their price point unit, which is nice if you want something really well constructed that's not completely breaking the bank. This is exactly what you want to be looking at. You know, actually, you know, I say it's 6-sided aluminum frame construction, but I actually like to call them 7-sided aluminum frame construction, because even under the bed, has aluminum as well, and we'll show you that here in a little bit. I remember a couple years ago I did a video where I took one of the dinettes, because in a classic booth style dinette, this is going to be aluminum, the two chairs are. I actually took one up, I threw it up in the air, and then I took a competitor's and like lightly stepped on it, like folded over on itself. Stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet, hitting those dishes from all angles. You also got an area for a trash can, so that's always nice. Get yourself some trash. The bottom drawer is going to be just a hair bigger. Notice that was also on the soft close, which is nice. So it seems like their drawers are going to be on the soft close. You have a 12-volt refrigerator. I'm not sure what the size is. Let me see if it says over here. It doesn't. 79-inch slide-out height in the living room. That's cool. So I guess that's 79 inches. But I'm doing 8 different models. So between Rockwood and Flagstaff, there's going to be a lot of good content coming out. If there's a specific model you've been wanting to see, shoot me a comment or send me an email. There's a good chance that I've got it recorded here after today, at least a couple of them. You got yourself a Bluetooth speaker and of course that 15K AC. Let's go ahead and show you the bedroom and the bathroom. Control panel, awning, and slides. This is going to be a porcelain foot flush throne. You also have a 36 by 40 shower would be my best guess, something like that. But I'm 6 foot, 315 pounds. You can see I've got probably about 5 or 6 inches of head clearance too. You got enough room for about 1.3 roundies in here. Absolutely no problem. Right here you got the old bowling gun, baby. Bada bing, bada boom. GFCI outlet right there. You also see, obviously you got your sink. You got a little bit more storage here up underneath, and then your storage for maybe some like rolled up towels or something like that could go here. Now into the bedroom, you have a north to south bed. I usually truly dislike these style of beds, but they did enough time to leave space into here so you can actually walk around, which is nice, because in a floor plan that's under 32 feet, usually the bedrooms just kind of suck. This one even has washer and dryer prep, or you can see is going to be a pretty darn big closet for you. You can hang up your clothes right there. But you also have the ability, if you have washer and dryer, to put a little bit of storage in here. So nothing too crazy, but it's nice to have wardrobe style storage on either side of the bed. And then you're also going hands-free on the strut system itself. Right on over there, let me zoom on in. You can see outlets and a little shelf on both sides for your stuff. But all right, guys, I think that about wraps it up here for the inside portion. Now I'm going to spend a couple minutes roam around on the outside. But I hope you guys dig the tour, and I hope to catch you guys. 2027 Flagstaff 301CRK. And again, that RK is going to stand for rear kitchen. All right, so 31 feet, 8 inches. You also are going to see that you have a mighty big awning right there, but it does have the center support, which is nice. So again, Rockwood's always, they're not trying to skimp out on just like kind of the little things. You know, they start stacking up those little things, and that's why they're top G in the industry, baby. Right there, 20-pound propane bottle. I also like the latches, or these kind, just easier to get up and down. I got all my camera stuff in here, but this gives you a good idea of what's going on with the pass-through storage. You can see the aluminum frame construction there too as well. Again, remember the composite for the sidewalls there, so that way, you know, no delamination, no mold or anything like that. They are using a gas and electric heater, so I know a lot of you guys don't watch that or don't like that, but watch my video on why buy Rockwood, because I think that you'll truly enjoy that a little bit more than what you typically would think. They're also going to be using the Goodyear Endurance tires. 4-point auto leveling, extended seasons camping package. So you're going to be camping a little bit later, a little bit deeper into the season. They're using a spray foam front cap as well, which is nice. So as far as I'm concerned, I think only them and Columbus are doing that. You have a 2-inch receiver located right here. So you can go ahead and pull 3,000 pounds. You can hold 300 pounds on there, and you're ready to rock. You have a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof. Again, aluminum frame for the trussing. And then you also have your backup camera prepped. And this one in particular has slide toppers on it. I don't know if that's a standard or if that is an option, so make sure you double check. But I'm seeing even like the Signature Series over there has them as well. But you'll definitely want to make sure, because I think that is something that's worth adding, no doubt. All right, so you got your next gen water filtration technology. Let's see what we're rocking here. It is locked, but it's not a Nuvo system, and it should be. I like Nuvo quite a bit. Your low point drains, your gray holding tank and sewer outlet connection, cable, satellite, city water, and then your antifreeze inlet. And then boom, the back end. And then you have your electric leveling control right there. That's pretty interesting being on the side. You can also use this as a dry erase board too, which is pretty nice. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like this location? Mine's hanging right here and I don't like it. Bada bing, bada boom. Then you got your storage up front, you know, with your batteries and your disconnects. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to catch you next time. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2027 Flagstaff 301CRK. Have a great day. See ya. Meow now, meow no 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 no. Shambana bana bo, rum bum bum bada bo, rum bum 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 bada bum bum bada bum bum bada bada bum. Shambana dim 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 badam badim badum badoo.